Tia Wheeler, and I'm the Executive Director of Rocket City Launch. Currently, we're located at BizTech, where we have an office. Most of my time as Executive Director is spent with relationship management, primarily reaching out to potential funders and donors, both for the competitions and then for our annual kind of operational costs, which is done through an initiative called the Composite of Pi, Pi being 3.14. I grew up with a father who was very big into the business community. When I went to university, he insisted that I get a degree in business. So I actually got 2 degrees, one in business to make him happy, and one in social sciences. And as it turned out, I've used the business degree a lot more than the social sciences degree. It provided a lot more practical applications. After that, I spent a lot of time working as a consultant to the U.S. government in areas of international security, and I was a professor at university teaching Middle East politics and international security. So even when I worked for an international security company, I started there as an analyst, and by the time I left the company, I had become the vice president in charge of business development. So I think I've always had kind of a natural instinct towards entrepreneurship and business development. So I've had a lot of good business experience, even in settings where I wouldn't have thought I was getting business experience. When I moved to Huntsville, I knew that my career as far as academia was coming to an end. So I was looking around for, what my next venue was going to be. So one of the things that I think is most important for people who are interested in maybe starting a new business or starting their own business, it's really important to do a self-skills assessment and to realize what your own strengths and weaknesses are. And then to find some way of developing the soft skills that you need. If, for example, you're not a very social person, maybe you need to take some more classes on networking. If you're not a very technical person, maybe you can take some more classes on either financial development or something like that. But there are a lot of great resources here in Huntsville where people can develop these skills that are needed as they're developing their business. So once Rocket City Launch started as a nonprofit organization, I was placed in as the executive director. I also have one part-time person who does marketing for us. But as the executive director, I primarily work on organizing monthly meetings, and then we have one annual competition, and then we have one annual conference. So most of my efforts go towards getting those organized and then also outreaching with donors and funders. The goal of Rocket City Launch is twofold. One is to help entrepreneurs that want to get started within advanced manufacturing. So for example, if they maybe have an invention or a prototype of a product that they want to develop and then put out on market, we help them with both the process of developing the prototype, but also with getting some business training and business skills. We can also serve as a resource for them to locate the proper legal assistance and financial assistance as they're starting their business. The second thing that Rocket City Launch tries to do is to promote advanced manufacturing in North Alabama. With the number of engineers that we have here in Huntsville, there's no reason that Huntsville shouldn't be the advanced manufacturing center for the southeast of the U.S. The grant that we won from the SBA, it was a new initiative by the Small Business Association. It was very unlike most government grants. In my history, I've applied for many government grants, and it's usually hundreds of pages and a lot of details. This application involved 12 PowerPoint slides and a 5-minute video. Initially, the PowerPoint slides were provided as the first level of application. They received almost 800 applicants. From that, they narrowed it down to 100, and then those 100 companies provided a 5-minute video. And from that, they selected 50. Rocket City Launch was the only one in the state of Alabama to win.